Welcome to the Daily Bro Show, my broskies. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and then we'll get straight into the bro news. Bitcoin value. It looks like it's been taking quite a drop. Not terrible, but not ideal. Because we want it to hit rock bottom. The quicker the better, because this crypto stuff is getting out of control. It looks like today you're looking at a minus 0.27%, so not a happy day for investors. That's about a $17.53 loss per share. So that's obviously not a terrible amount of money, but like Bitcoin millionaires, if you want to multiply this by a million, it's definitely a lot of money. And it looks like over the course of the week, it's been taking quite a bit of a drop. It's not too stable, but we've seen this with Bitcoin before. Everyone knows it's not really stable. And it kind of started off decently high for where it's been, and then later on in the week, I guess, or I guess at the start of the week, it's when it started dropping more. I guess after the market closed over the weekend, it's just been taking a little bit because no one's buying, and I think that's expected. You see that a lot of times. So yeah, Bitcoin pretty much took a. Oh, you can actually zoom in on this. That's interesting. But yeah, so it looks like it's yeah. Over a 12-hour period, it's been taking a heavy drop. Over the course of the day, pretty heavy drop. We started off the day at $6,459, and now we're looking at 6,406. So not too great. Am I still zoomed in? I cannot tell. It doesn't matter. So yeah, it looks like later on in the week. Yeah, last week it took a pretty good climb here, and then it just dropped and remains somewhat stable, but not really. It's going down. But that's enough for
Yeah, it's
Bitcoin.
probably you should probably if you want to get Bitcoin, you should probably wait a few more weeks, and then
Yeah.
it's gonna be basically worthless. And then you can.
Yeah, now is
But
not the time to buy. It is currently
yeah,
going down. If you're gonna buy it, you gotta
wait.
buy it before the market opens.
Yeah, just wait a bit more, and you're gonna get it for a good
Yeah.
price. Then you're just gonna be patient, and you will, after some time, sell it for a more or less good price.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, you'll most likely lose your money. That is why we say do not invest in crypto. It's this Illuminati scam to ruin the world economy. Um, yeah, besides from Bitcoin, let's just get straight into some bro news. I'm gonna go ahead and hand it off to Star Fox here. I'll let him go first today, and if anyone else wants to share their story, we'll let it happen. But I think we got some pretty good juicy stories for today. So let's just get straight into it. So Star Fox, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I don't know if as many of you may or may not know, I think in the last or in one of the most recent brochures, I told you guys about the practical training I did, or
Oh yeah, you got a job.
yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I mean, it was basically a 1 week job.
Oh, it's just for a
You know,
week.
yeah, you're not doing it for to get
Oh,
money. It's just to get get an idea of
okay.
what a job is like, and see how it goes, and that's why it's called practical training. And
Okay.
yeah, it's organized or it's not organized from the school. You gotta organize it by yourself, but the school tells you to do it, and then you gotta look for yourself where you're gonna do it, and yeah, that's what it's about. And I did it at a local photography shop. They basically do everything that's together with photography. They sell cameras, they print photos, they make photos for your license and stuff.
Ah,
Um, yeah, and I took a look into it. And first, I didn't really do a lot. I mean, or let's start off from the beginning. And what was quite comfortable is that I could sleep a bit longer than I usually do when I go to school, because they opened at 9 o'clock, so I could sleep a little longer. That was quite nice. But I had to work all the way into the evening up to 7. So
oh,
yeah, I was basically on the go the whole day, which
yeah.
is why I was pretty tired when I came home. So no brochures the last week. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But that's why we're gonna do it now.
Yeah.
And yeah, first day wasn't really interesting. You know, it was the first day, obviously, so I didn't really do a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, second day was a little bit better. And
You gotta tell us about the day. Like, what'd you do?
yeah, you basically arrived there, or I arrived there at 8:45.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you just first thing you're gonna do is yeah, turn everything on, like all the computers and that kind of stuff, and open everything up, you know, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And actually, what surprised me is what I expected is there are not gonna be a lot of people coming in. You know, it's not the biggest city out there. I mean, it's not a little town, but you know,
Yeah.
it's decently large, I guess.
Okay.
And I didn't expect a lot of people to come because you know many people get stuff over the internet or don't do not actually go into a photographer to get their photos done. Um, yeah, but like I said, the shop opens at 9, and as soon as the doors were open, people started coming in.
So you basically
And
just took pictures of people for like licenses and stuff.
yeah, that's what I did. Also, but not too much. Even though I wanted to. Most of the time I was, you know, I told if people needed help, I tried assisting them as good as I could.
Okay. Yeah.
uh, yeah, I'm not the best with that kind of stuff. Um, but you know, I'm more interested into the photography than assisting people. But I guess I was decent for just being there a few days, and
Yeah.
yeah, so that went all right.
So
um,
what'd you learn? How do you?
yeah, what did I learn? How to take proper photos. Okay,
Okay.
I said before, but
Just
I
proper
mean,
photos.
you know, how to take the photos for licenses. I don't know how it's done in the US, but
Here in the U.S.,
in
what they do is they put you up against a blank wall, like just a regular wall, and then they have a machine there, and they just snap the photo, and then it looks bad.
does uh the wall or the background need to be white?
No, it can be any color as long as it's a plain color. I don't even think it matters. You could probably give them a picture and they
Oh,
wouldn't care. As long
oh,
as it
okay.
shows your face, so they can identify you if you commit a crime, I guess.
And do you need to look a proper way? Like, are you allowed to smile or some that kind of
Yeah, you
stuff?
can smile. You probably should smile, because
Oh, really?
if you like get,
Okay, that's
I didn't
well
smile.
different.
I looked really bad in it. I looked like I just got out of jail or something. It was really bad.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
that's how you need to do it in
yeah,
at least in Germany. I don't know if it's for the entire EU, but it's definitely for Germany.
I'm just supposed to
Because you
look like
gotta,
a thug.
yeah, basically, you gotta look. You know, you're literally not allowed to look happy on the photo.
What's the reason for that?
I'm not.
Just don't look happy.
I think the reason is it needs to be neutral. You're not allowed to wear sunglasses. You're not
Well, yeah,
allowed
yeah,
to wear
obviously no
any.
sunglasses because
Yeah,
that
you're not.
obstructs your face.
Yeah,
But yo, what
you're
if
not
someone
allowed.
grew like super long hair that covers their face like 24/7? Is that a way to
Um,
bypass the system, or would they make you
I I guess you would
hold
have
it
to.
up?
No,
That'd be weird.
I guess you have to. No, get the hair out of your face.
Yeah,
And if someone checks your license, you need to do that too and check if it's if it matches.
yeah,
Um, yeah, you're also not allowed to have anything on your head. Just your hair.
yeah.
um,
That makes sense.
yeah, and like I said, the entire picture needs to be neutral, so the background needs to be white.
Well, yeah, the
Um,
background will be neutral usually, but like I'm just
yeah,
surprised they make you like can't smile or something.
yeah, you're not. You're allowed to smile a little bit, but you're not allowed to open your mouth. Like, you're
Oh, no one
well,
opens their mouth and
yeah,
smile. It's a picture. No one. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
not.
that's what you're not allowed to do.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
But like grin or something. You can just kind of.
Yeah, you can
Smile.
do
Okay.
that.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
you can
Yeah.
do that.
I think it's better if you do smile, because then if someone ever checks your ID, they'll think you're a better person. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll be a little bit
I
more.
don't think it actually makes a difference. I mean,
I think it will make. I
they.
think it'll make the best difference. Next time, I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna look like the happiest guy ever. So if I ever get like pulled over or something, they'll be like, I can't give this guy a ticket. This guy looks so happy. I'm gonna ruin his face. I don't know.
What does it matter? What the guy who checks your license thinks about you?
Because
Yeah,
they determine whether you gotta pay a few $100 or if you get to go home. I don't.
well, nah. I mean, like a typical scenario where people would check your licenses. For example, if you drive around and sometimes the police stops you and makes sure you have a driver's
Wait,
license.
wait, wait. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, the police stop you like no reason of suspicion. They just stop you and then check your
Yeah,
license.
sometimes they're just standing around next to the street, and they're pulling out some people and request a driver's license and the papers for the car.
Okay.
And if something is missing, I'm not sure what's happening then. I guess you're not allowed to drive any further, I guess, and have to take the bus or something.
That's kind of weird.
uh,
See, in America, that's like super illegal, but sometimes they do it anyways. But it's really weird. The police in America, there's like a really mix. Like people are you're either really for the
mm,
police or you're just really against them.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna get into it on the show today, um, but I think that there needs to be some regulations because you can't you shouldn't have to say, well, can I do it or can I not? It should just be yes you can or no you can't. But in America, if they pulled you over for like no reason, usually that's a pretty big deal, and a lot of people,
Oh, really?
yeah, like
Okay.
you can't search and seize without like probable cause or reason of suspicion. Um,
Mm.
you're not well, you're not
Well,
supposed
and
to, and they'd consider it they call it a police state, or like it's supposed to be a free country, but I don't think people would feel really free if they're just walking down the street and then they're like, show me your papers or your document or your passport or something like that, or you're in a car or something and they pull you over and they're like, we need to make sure.
well, free country is generally a difficult term, I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
obviously there's no,
because
yeah, free country. I think
yeah,
would be anarchy because then you can do whatever the
yeah,
heck you want,
exactly.
and
That's basically what that would mean. And I
yeah,
mean, who would want that except for some extreme left radical guys?
yeah. Uh, you never know.
Yeah. But yeah, actually, it's happening on a daily basis that people get pulled out the street and get checked. And I mean, I don't think it's wrong to do that because I'm pretty sure the police is yeah, securing a lot of people who are driving illegally.
hmm
And it actually kind of shocked me that this
Yeah,
isn't happening in the US.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if it should. I don't think it should be allowed to just randomly pull out because I'm going to work or something, and you gotta take 5-10 minutes to like show them stuff. Or I mean, it kind of makes you feel oppressed almost. Like there's someone there who has to keep you in check. It's like it's an interference with your life or day or something. Even though it takes a couple seconds to maybe answer, or a few minutes, or maybe even 5-10 minutes, or whatever they want to do to you. Um, it's just
Well, it
not.
basically
Yeah, it's
it
like
basically doesn't take long. They just pull you out, you show them your papers and your license, and after 3 minutes you're good to go.
yeah,
It
but
only takes it only takes time if you're driving illegally, and I mean, if you drive illegally, I mean, I don't think
yeah.
you should complain
Well,
about
I mean, it creates
like
traffic. Oh yeah. Well, if you're driving illegally, I don't know.
yeah.
But most people I'd say aren't driving illegally, and if they were, and you can't tell that they're driving illegally, it doesn't really matter because they're driving safe most likely. And
But well, how do you want to judge about it? I mean,
Well, once they
there's a reason.
yeah.
There's a reason you're going into driving school because you're learning, special scenarios, or
Honestly,
maybe you don't
in
know a special
driving
sign if you.
driving school, you don't learn anything. There's nothing they teach you that you'll ever use.
Yo.
Maybe it's just American driving school, but they don't tell you all the laws or anything. Like, you'll get pulled over and you'll be
What?
like, since when was this a law? Like, for example,
So
we were coming home,
what do you learn in driving school?
nothing. Nothing. Like, there's a book with information in it, and most of it's common sense, but it's, like I said, most of it, like you said, is scenarios, but it's nothing useful. Like, you do learn stuff, but it's like if I said, learn Latin or something like that, or not even Latin. learn, like,
Russian.
no, I don't know, like, learn something stupid that's not interesting, like how to properly walk. And they tell you to walk a certain way because it's the best way to do it or something, or the safest way, I don't know. But you know how to walk, and you don't like how they're doing it because it's just like a robot. It just doesn't feel comfortable. All right, that's what the book's trying to tell you to do. It's like, I want you to walk this way, but you don't want to walk that way. And it's still safe how you're doing it. There's no problem with how you walk. No one's complaining, but they want you to walk that way. That's what the book teaches you, and that's what they quiz you on. And it's just not right. It's stupid. And then once you get pulled over for the stupidest reasons. I mean, most of the time you don't get pulled over, but like you'll every now and then you'll just be driving, minding your own business. You think you're driving safely, but the police think otherwise because no one's around you, but you're pushing the limit maybe, or I don't know, you're driving in the left lane. Like, who gets? I thought that was ridiculous. You can get pulled over for driving in the left lane in America. Now, I understand if you're driving too slowly in the left lane, I can understand that, okay? It's a passing lane. You pass people in the lane. But if you're driving speed limit, okay, if the speed limit's 65 and you're driving 65 miles per hour, technically you're not supposed to go above the speed limit, so why do they care if you're going speed limit in a passing lane? Because you're not supposed to pass by going. It's really stupid. I think they almost turned one of my major problems with the police is it's profitable. And I don't like when government facilities are profitable, especially when it's at the cost of another.
I mean, I don't think they make profit.
No, they make profit. How do you think they pay for police officers and stuff? It's for profit.
They don't. Nah.
When they give you the $100 fine or the $2,500 fine or something ridiculous like that, where do you think all that money goes to?
No, but they don't make actually profit out of that. Actually goes to the government. It's just
it does.
To pay the costs that the police has got. I mean, they have to pay their officers and they have to pay cars and that kind of stuff. They need to have some kind of income, and yeah, I mean, this money is just a little amount of the income they need, and the rest of the money is basically coming from all of you who's paying who's paying the who's paying all of that kind of stuff.
Pretty sure the money does go. If you they'll find someone else to get that money. Okay, so yeah, the money goes to the government and it's used for government stuff. So basically, if you work for the government, you're making money off of people who had to pay fines or taxes. That's just how it works, and I don't like that. I think it's wrong. Taxes, it's fine, but when you charge people for money, or if you make it profitable, at least like that. But the question is, how do you punish people, or not incentivize speeding or driving recklessly? And I guess the way to do that would just like take their license away.
When it comes to that kind of stuff, we're actually quite free in Germany because many I think it's actually quite known even outside of Germany because it's actually quite unique. Because our highways, in many parts they don't have a speed limit.
Yeah, and it's probably a
Yeah.
lot safer than driving. What's the accident right there? What is it called? The Autobahn or something?
Yeah, Autobahn, exactly. It's actually pretty well known. Even
Autobahn accident rate. So for Autobahns carry 31% of motorized road traffic while occurring for 11% of Germany's traffic deaths. It's safer than driving with the freaking speed limit. I mean, this thing's great. We need this in America. But America, they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They're like, I don't know. Grannies can't drive fast enough. I mean, it's great. If you're having 31% of people drive on that road and only 11% die on it. Hold up, that's kind of a high number now. Well, that's 11. No, that's 11%.
Kind of
Hold up, that's 11% of. I think was that 11% of everyone? No, it was 11. Okay. Well, it's not an equal ratio, is what I'm saying. You're a third of people. You know, it's like saying a third of people who drive on that road die. But it's.
Yeah, that's kind of a bit.
Who cares? It's you get the places fast. I think it's safe.
I mean, I basically like it too. The problem is you often can't you often can't drive that fast.
Yo, if I was on that road, I'd be flooring it. There is no I wouldn't even step on the brakes, not even once. Like they should put some ramps for me so I can get some airtime. Like that's how I'd be driving down that road.
Just put a brake onto the gas pedal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to. Just screw the brakes when you got that speed limit. And it's not. I don't think it's that dangerous. I mean, it's not because then you take out all the bad drivers, man. You know, good drivers will use it or something, or I don't. You know, like it's hard to say. Like
yeah, I mean,
it's just better. Like it's freedom, America.
Exactly. But I mean, the idea is good. The thing is, you often can't drive that fast because first there's often a lot of traffic, and
wait, there's traffic on
allow you. Yeah, of course.
That's probably why there's no speed limit because you're going 2 miles an hour anyways.
Yeah, I mean, if there's the hell of traffic on the road, you're not going very fast anyway.
Okay, that's why you got to get a motorcycle and just like drive on this like the emergency lane. Are you allowed to split lanes in a motorcycle?
Yeah, of course. If there's heavy traffic, you can do that.
Okay, in America you can't. If you're a motorcycle, you're like a car.
Really?
Except without the vehicle part of it, just a motorcycle. It's really weird. But
if there's the space, you can do it.
Yeah, well, not here. Here they're like, "Oh man, you're such a danger to society. We're gonna throw you in prison," and then they give you
You're gonna mow you down.
Yeah, they'll just tase you off a bit. I don't know. Like it's kind of stupid, and I think the reason they don't change it is not because it's more dangerous. It's just because they get people for it. You know, if they didn't get anyone for it, then they wouldn't have that law to begin with. But they put it there just so they can get people. Because I guarantee you, it makes a lot of money. But yeah,
okay, looks like there's a lot of laws in terms of driving in the U.S.
Yeah, a ridiculous amount of laws, and they're stupid. Half of them, it's kind of like who would do that, and then you get pulled over for it, and you're like, oh, maybe I don't know. Like I didn't think it was dangerous. I mean, who knew driving the left lane was such a danger to society? Like the frick.
Because the left lane is there to how do you say that?
To pass vehicles.
Yeah.
But if you're in the left lane and you're driving speed limit, okay? If you're driving the speed limit, technically you're not supposed to pass the speed limit even when passing, right? So what's it matter? What's it matter? No one's gonna be able to go faster than you, anyways, unless you're incentivizing speeding in the lane. See, that's what it's become known with. It's the speed. They call it a speed. They don't call it a passing lane here. They call it a speed lane, even though it's a passing lane in law. And when they write you a ticket for it, it's a passing lane. It's really a speed lane. Everyone's speeding. Even the cops speed in it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I was
and
about to
then
say that.
they'll stab you in the
Uh,
back the second you
yeah.
whatever. It's really ridiculous, and you don't see it too often in like big cities. But like if you're out in the country where they don't have a lot of money, and they're like, "Huh, I'm thinking about that," or I don't know, like maybe they're like, maybe we need money for the new road we're gonna build or something. This he's technically breaking the law, but it looks pretty safe to me. But we're gonna get him for it anyways. I don't know. It's stupid, and I don't think that the cops are when they're doing it. I don't think they're thinking I want to get him to make money. I think what's going through is he's breaking the law. It's my job to stop him, which is fine. But they should really change the laws then.
Yeah, but I mean, some roads, or actually most of the roads in Germany have speed limits as well, and I mean, nobody cares about it.
Yeah, I mean I don't care
It's
about the
not.
speed limit, but I
It's
wish
not
they'd
like,
remove it every now and then. I think
yeah.
because they set it lower than it should be. They set it at like an average, like what most people
Mhm.
might want to drive down it at, but like 10 miles per hour slower. I think they should all raise all of them by like 20 miles per hour because most of the roads, you can do 50 on it. Like if it's a 35, you can do 55 and be okay. I mean, it's definitely not safe, but it's fun. I don't know, like.
It's fun.
I mean, it's safe if everyone goes the same speed limit. What makes it dangerous is that someone's going 35. And then
Yeah, exactly.
you got those wimps, or not wimps, but just people who really shouldn't be on the road, who are going 30 or 20 or something ridiculous like that. And if you're gonna be that person, just don't drive. Just don't drive.
Just walk.
Yeah, there's so many transportation methods available to you. Just just screw it. Like, why put your life on the line? Or others, I don't know. You're gonna get rear-ended. That's what's gonna happen, and they're not gonna regret it. They're gonna be like, I should have hit him harder, so he would have learned. I don't know.
Yeah, that's something you actually learn in drive school. If you like, if the other people, the other cars are driving faster than the limitation says, drive the same speed to
Yeah.
not, yeah,
Just go with the flow of traffic.
block exactly, to not block the traffic. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what they should do. Just have it like an autobahn everywhere. Every road's an autobahn, and everyone will
For every
conform-
town, autobahn.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's going to conform to a speed limit because you're only going as fast as the person in front of you. If the other person's flooring it 120 down the interstate, great. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's open to you. And I mean, it's your own risk. I mean, if someone hits, I guess people might lose control and swerve and hit someone or whatever. But if they're a good driver, they're not going to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you should,
Well,
encourage
I mean,
good
that's
driving instead of encouraging like penalty or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. You can't. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling.
But you, I don't know what I'm saying. But that's the problem, and that's also the reason why you often can't drive as fast as you would like to, even on the autobahn, because there are always incompetent people on the road,
Well, then
which aren't.
give the tickets to the incompetent people instead of the competent people who are driving perfectly fine.
Yeah, but I mean, how should I say that?
Without
If you,
sounding mean or something. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, you gotta make sure that the road is possibly safe for for everyone on the road. And
Yeah, for everyone. That's communism right there. We gotta buy the roads. We gotta build our own roads. Just, I don't know.
I mean, the road is there for everyone.
It's there for everyone. I guess so.
Even-
It's a community effort. Everyone pays for the road.
Yeah.
Which
Even in
is-
fascism, that the road is for everyone.
Yeah. But
So
it's hard to say.
yeah. The thing is that I don't know how it's done on US roads, but on the German autobahn you have 3 lanes. The right lane is for slow vehicles, for trucks and stuff. The middle one is to pass by the really slow stuff, and so it's decent speed, like about
Left lanes for like
yeah.
race cars.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
See, that's right. I'd
But
be in that left lane the whole time. I'd be pushing my car so hard that it just like burst into flames. Like that's how hot it'd get.
yeah, you push it to the point where it blows up.
Yeah, like you're not going fast enough until your car is literally on fire from like. I mean, that's how you know you're at optimal speed.
Yeah, when your car is
Yeah.
overheating by
See,
about 100 degrees, you know
exactly.
you're at optimal speed.
Yeah, and we're talking Celsius there, 100 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. What else are we talking about?
Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Fahrenheit isn't that bad, but 100 Celsius,
Yeah.
then you got a problem.
That's
All
quite a
right.
bit.
Yeah, I mean, you don't buy a car that goes 120 miles per hour to go 35. All right, you buy it to go 120 miles per hour. All right, there's a reason they make sports cars and sell them to people who aren't race car drivers, so that they can go fast on their roads. I mean,
Yes, but you often can't because there are always people driving
just ram them,
others.
rear end them. Give them a little nudge. Put a bumper on the front of you. That's
Give
what
them
it's
a
there
little-
for. The bumper is there to ensure a nice bump. So they'll be like, oh, shoot, someone's behind me. Maybe I should speed up a little bit because I'm in the left lane or something. I mean, if you're a pussy, you go in the right lane. You just drive with the trucks and stuff. Maybe people going long distance. Maybe they're on some cruise control. I don't know. But if you're like, I want to go to work and I want to be there in 2 minutes, then you just go in the left lane.
Yeah, but that's what causes my dad to rage often when he's driving. People are going like 120 kilometers on the left lane.
Great. Go 120. How fast? That's like, what is it, 70 miles per hour or something like that?
That's not very
75.
fast for German standards.
Okay. That's pretty good for American on a road. Here they put the speed limit like 55 in the city, and then maybe out in the country it's maybe 70. No, 70, 80. You'll see a lot of people push 80. Even though it's illegal, they'll do it anyways, and no one cares until there's a cop. I mean, that's just always how it is.
I mean, in Germany, you have to, like, your car needs to have at least possible, or not your car, basically any vehicle needs to have at least achievable speed to legally drive on the autobahn. And I think I'm not too sure right now. That's something for example, that's something you learn in the drive school. I think it's 100 kilometers. I'm not quite sure. If your vehicle is going slower than that, you're not to use the autobahn. But yeah, you can basically go as fast as the traffic allows to.
Yeah.
And which is sometimes frustrating, but sometimes really nice because you can basically push with 200 kilometers over the left lane.
That sounds nice. That sounds pretty nice.
But only on Saturdays.
See, if we need to upgrade our roads, we need to make the roads like autobahns, and we should. That's what cars are for. I mean, yeah, I guess, and the reason there's less traffic, there's traffic obviously, but I think the reason why it's like people aren't dying on these roads as much as other roads is because it's safe. People go what they're comfortable at, but they conform, kind of like everyone goes. Well, maybe not. On the Autobahn, do you see everyone drive around the same speed, or is it like everyone's gone crazy and just driving whatever?
I mean, that's actually what the 3 lanes are for. The trucks can drive 100 on the right lane.
The trucks are going 100.
Yeah, about 1 to 1. No, actually, yeah.
So 100, that's like 60 or somewhere around there. Yeah, so that's faster than what American trucks would. American trucks will drive around like, I think, yeah, like 55 miles per hour. So that's like a little less. No, a little more than 100 miles per hour, maybe a little more.
Yeah, it should be around the same speed.
Yeah, so it's around the same speed. Yeah, so I mean, it's already happening. Is what like even with or without a speed limit, people are already doing this. except they're just not reaching their full potential and speed. That's the only problem.
But what I actually want to say is so the trucks can drive on one side, whereas other people can go 200 on the left lane. The problem is, people people are not completely aware of what is happening and switch to the left lane going 120.
Okay, well that's a death.
while-
That's their problem. That's a death sentence. That's why they died.
But still, if you're going 200 and out of all sudden, a Oren with 120 is turning onto the left lane, there's not much you can do about it. And
Well,
eventually you
there
you
is.
die or you
There
or
is
you're
something you
injured
can do about it.
fatally or something.
See,
And
where you went wrong there, it's not the speed limit. You didn't go wrong with the speed limit, okay? What you went wrong with, because it's going to happen anyways. You're going to have, with the speed limit, you'll have someone going speed limit and the guy next to you is going like 20 miles lower than speed limit or something. It's going to happen anyways. It's just you won't be going as fast, but it's still lethal speeds. Instead, what's going to happen, well, the way to avoid that is the dude maybe looks behind him, sees a car on fire just going straight down there. You should see some flames. Look for the flames. You see the flames, okay? Then you don't turn there because that's like suicide, okay? It should be ingrained in your brain that if you turn where the flames are, you die, okay? I mean, if someone does that, they wanted to die. They asked for it. They're like, "Yep, end me." And the
Yep.
only problem there was the other guy didn't want to be ended as well. You know, he was racing.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. You never know when it hits you.
Well, that's why we put that sweet, nice bumper on the front of the car. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a bumper can
Okay.
protect you from an impact of 200.
Okay, then what you do is you do what the trains did. You put that metal rail at the front of the train that like plows through animals. That's what it's there for, to plow through the animals. We'll just upgrade it to cars so it'll plow through cars. So then
Okay, you're gonna be pounds heavy after that, but all right.
heavy you put a bigger engine. It'll work. That's the thing. You get a good car for a good reason. You don't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna get a car, you go. It's like buying a house. You know, you don't just buy some crummy old house. You get a nice one. It's a big purchase. All right, you're not buying 10 of these unless you're really rich. You're buying one of them that you expect to last you a while, and hopefully make yourself last a while too. So it's an investment not only in yourself but everything you do. It's like it speeds life up for you in both ways. I guess you get to work faster and you probably die faster. I don't know. What's the chance of dying on the road? What are my odds of dying? I don't want to know today. Dying on the road.
Immediately.
1 in 77. But how true could that be? Because I've driven more than 77 times.
Oh, you're probably close.
Dang, these odds are ridiculous. What the frick? I have a 1 in 127 chance of falling to my death. Is this like every second, or what is this? Like, how do people survive this? Like, if there's a 1 in 307, we should do some like figuring this out. Eventually, everyone dies. I mean, 21 more roads.
Yeah.
What do people die from? What the heck? It's like, oh shit, 1 in 7 of heart disease and cancer. Holy shoot! But then, how many people are dying?
How many?
1 in
Wait,
7
how many
die
people
from
die
heart
of
disease and
cancer?
cancer.
How many?
1 in 7.
Oh wow.
So
that's
the next
quite a
7
bit.
people you see, guys, one of them is gonna die from heart disease and cancer. Or actually, let's look at this. We'll find the biggest number here, which is about 161,856. All right, so basically, oh wow, that's for lightning strikes. What the frick? Okay. All right, so basically, what happens is you're gonna go outside today, and you're gonna meet everyone in the city. Okay, you're gonna learn their names. You're gonna learn their children. You're gonna know everything about them. They're gonna be your best buddies, and then you're gonna watch them all die in front of you. So one of those people. Okay, so basically, just imagine your city. I mean, just any city that you live in, and you know everyone in this city. Okay, this is how they're gonna die. One of them is gonna get struck by lightning and die. One of them is gonna be executed, like for murder or something. He's gonna be executed. Okay.
Oof.
Another one of them is gonna be killed by the neighbor's dog, which is quite sad.
What?
Okay. And then you got about 2 of them who die in some kind of bad weather. And then you got 2 of them who dies from contact with heat and hot. So 2 of them burn to death. Okay.
What the fuck?
2 of them, or 2 to 3 of them stab themselves and die, or
What?
get stabbed somehow, or sharp objects. I don't know, Legos.
Legos.
Okay, here's where it gets crazy. You got about a little less than 10 of them died to the outdoor heat. The 10 people in the whole city here walk outside, die, like heat stroke. I don't know. Then you got about a little less than 10 of them who die from electric current, radiation, temperature, and pressure. Oh shit, man. Pressure. It was a little, the air pressure is, we had a low pressure come in and like just squash someone. You just, oh my god, this is sad. This is really sad. A little over 10 of them die in space. They went to space and they died.
What?
Or someone, or they died in a plane crash. Like 10 of these people.
Where the heck do I get this from?
Online here. And then you got 20 of them. Alright? We're talking 20s now. 20 of them died from guns. 20 of them not just getting murdered, but a discharge. Accidental like someone shot and it ricocheted and killed someone. 20 of them died from that. Just now. Is this all today? When is this? This is kind of crazy. Okay, what is a petacyclist incident? Okay, I want to know we need to know what a petacyclist incident is. This is like a biking or something? Oh god, this is really sad. I wish I didn't look this up. Okay. These are kids falling off their bikes and dying. We're talking like 40 kids here just fell off their bike and died today. That is sad. And then we got like a little over 4 in the 50s now. 50 of them just choked to death. Exposure to fire, flames, or smoke. Yeah, 50 people just choked to death. Like, choked on food or something. And then, here's where we get to, like, I guess, fires. About a little less than 100 people, maybe like 80 to 90 people died in a fire. Unintentional drowning. And then we got about 100 of them who just, a little over 100 of them who just drowned. Motorcycle rider incident. About 160 of them. 160 of them died in a motorcycle crash.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah. And then double that, we got like 380, 320, my bad. 320 people got ran over by cars. Car occupant. Oh shit. Okay, so about the same number. About 320 people were the passenger of a vehicle and died. So that's your odds of dying. If you're a passenger, you got a 1 in 645 chance of dying every time you step in that car as a passenger. Assault by firearm. So double 320. We're talking 640 people that you knew in this city just got gunned down. 640 of them.
Well, that's pretty amazing.
And then what's even more crazy is I'm guessing fall is more for elderly people, but 3 times that 640. I'm getting out a calculator now. This is getting pretty intense. 640
900
times 3. We're talking 2,000 people just fell to their deaths. 2,000 people.
How so?
They just fell. Whether they fell down the stairs, jumped out of a building, tripped, they're dead. That's crazy. Motor vehicle crash. It's about the same number here. A little over 2,000 people just died in a car crash. Unintentional poisoning by exposure to noxious substances. We're talking... That's a crazy number. That's like... Alright, 160 divided by 96. 1,666 of them died by poisoning.
What?
and then about the same number of them
How
killed themselves, probably
can
from
this
the
be so
poisoning
many?
themselves. Oh my gosh!
How can this be so many?
And then we triple, quadruple this number, quadruple that number. It leaves us with over 6,000 people, like 6,500 people, died from a respiratory disease, and then quadruple that number again, and 26,000, maybe around 27,000 people died from heart disease or cancer, or both. It says both, so maybe they died of both. So
Oh.
I don't think this is every day, but this is within your lifetime. So if you get out a calculator here, not a calculator, like a random number generator or something, and or you do one of those odds game and you pick a number, and then you could put yourself in one of these categories and see what you died from. We're not going to do that today because I do not want to know. So yeah, that's how people die apparently. The numbers were quite shocking. I did not expect it to look like that.
Yeah, that's and that's always like how many people? Like for example, 2,000 of how many?
I put it away, but 2,000, I think. I don't want to say it wrong. Oh yeah, Veltro, you can join. You're always welcome. I don't know if he's still here. I wasn't looking.
Who?
Veltro. Yeah, always. Just so he knows. Why aren't I in school? Because school's over. Right. Anyways.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. Thing is, have you seen that show? It's like Family Feud. It's an American TV show. But it's basically like you try to guess the number one answer that people would respond to. It's like something your cat would sleep on, and then you try to say what everyone else, like they do a survey of people and they're like, we can relate it to this death thing. They do a survey, number one cause of death, and everyone will be like, maybe they'll say cancer or something, and then they'll be like, and then you trying to guess that or something. All right, I didn't. All right. But yeah, not showing up to school is the number one answer. Because, you know what, never mind. It didn't. Bad joke. Forget it. Causes. Chevy Sonic 2018. Okay. Causes of death. I don't even know what I looked up. Oh yeah, chance of. Odds of dying is what I did. Odds. Odds of. Oh yeah, odds of dying. Yeah, so that's pretty crazy. So like 2,000 people got ran over by a car, or killed themselves, or something.
2,000 out of how many?
161,000 people, or 162,000 people.
Okay, yeah, that's basically a town.
Oh yeah, a lot of people, which is ridiculous. It sounds crazy though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool of it.
So Veltra, what did you think of these numbers? That's crazy numbers. I don't know if you heard any of it.
Well,
Wait, who's on call?
they sure are crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually just get run over by cars while they are riding their bikes.
Yeah, I know. It's.
I mean,
it's a lot of people. I'm just surprised. Like,
it's a lot of damage.
Yeah. 16 people died in space, or air and space transport. Or not, maybe not outer. Well, I guess outer space counts, unless they count that as like blowing up. So there's a lot of stuff that could interact with each other, like contact with. Oh shoot! I missed one of them. Contact with hornets, wasps, and bees. So insects. We're talking 3 people died from a bee sting, or something like that.
there are these Asian hornets, but if
I
I remember correctly, about 7 of them are enough to kill you.
Yeah.
7 of them.
I think they're it's either that or allergy, because I know a lot of people are deadly allergic to bee stings.
No, you don't need to be allergic. You just die if 7 of them happen to attack you.
Yeah, it can be
Yeah.
deadly. Because each bee sting or whatever has a slight bit of basically if you get stabbed enough times by anything, you're gonna die. Doesn't really matter what it is.
Yeah, but there's gotta be a lot of bees to kill you.
Yeah. I mean, which is kind of weird. I mean, chances are you're not gonna die from a bee sting, but you do have a pretty crazy chance of dying from heart disease and cancer, or some kind of disease, or falling. Falling is ridiculously high. Like I'm scared now. Like, do you know how many times I walk up and down stairs? I actually prefer the stairs to an elevator.
Yeah, me too. It's a little faster.
It is. It's a lot faster, and you don't have to stare at people the whole time, or
Yeah.
you don't got to worry about it falling, because then you're under that falling category now. Well, I guess either way. What do you have a better chance? You have a better chance of surviving falling down the stairs or down an elevator. I think it's down the stairs. You know,
And
I've
also,
yeah.
I really dislike elevators. I'm always afraid of getting stuck.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I used to be scared of getting stuck in elevators, and I kind of got over it. But whenever I'm in a sketchy place or something, and I'm just staring at that elevator, I'm like, maybe not today. Maybe I'll take the stairs, or I'll climb up there. Just not the elevator. Okay, that's quite set. Mark Anthony White, you want to talk to us about it? You want to come on the show? Yeah, that's up to you. Anyways, so we did have one more story. I was gonna talk about my day. Well, I don't know if it's any. Maybe for another day. I don't know. I'll just put out one life hack out there. I discovered a life hack today. I don't know. Oh yeah, in Germany, Italy, it gets cold there a lot of the times, and I don't know how cold it is for you guys right now, but here it's like freezing. In the mornings, because we're in a mountain, like the mountain area. There's something they call Mountain Dew. It's like water, just gets like it's so humid that when it gets cold.
Is it white?
Wait, what?
Is it white or what's the color of it?
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Not the drink. It's just water. Like it's just in mountain areas like there's a lot of fog. Like it's really foggy, and then
moisture.
Yeah, everything becomes gets wet. Like it looks like it just
Okay.
rained, but it didn't rain.
Yeah.
But basically,
Okay, I
water
think
is
I know
everywhere now, I think. I'll take a picture of it next time for you guys. And then because it's also cold enough, so that happens anyways. That always happens. It's just wet outside all the time. And then what happens is it freezes overnight, so everything's frozen. And so I was going out to my car today, and I did not expect this. The windshield was just a solid block of ice, and the sides of the car were iced. And I was like, shoot, how am I going to drive in this thing? So I did have an ice scraper, because usually you get a scraper and you scrape all the ice off, but I didn't have one. And I get cold really quickly, so my fingers were like numb. And so I grabbed my knife, and I was trying to, get the ice off with the knife, but it was taking forever, because it's a really, a small surface area that you're scraping with. And then I discovered you just take the hilt, you take the where is my knife at? Hold on, I need to show you guys the knife. 1 second. Alright, basically what I'm trying to say. This is the most useless knife in the world. It is the dullest blade ever. You cannot cut anything with this, okay? You guys see that? You cannot, it just doesn't cut. It's dull. It's
You can't even cut your finger off.
No, I cannot. Do you see the camera? I am stabbing my hand. It is doing nothing. It does not hurt. It is no cut. It is good, all right? You could stab something with it, but it's not really meant for stabbing. Basically, the knife's useless, and the lock is busted. The lock's broken, all right? But it's great because you can't even cut your finger off. So you're good. It's useless, right? You think it's garbage. Wrong. Look at this, guys. This is a metal edge here, all right? This is tough. This is like brass or something like that. And then you have this really hard wood here that's reinforced with these metal things here. So it's in there good, and this is not coming out. And it's a hard wood. I don't know what wood it is. It's probably cedar or spruce or something like that. I don't freaking know. I don't know my woods, but it's not some cheap wood. I'll tell you that. Or maybe it is, and I just don't know it. But
I mean, the wood could actually hurt somebody more than the blade.
Yeah, this will kill you. This thing will go through your skull. This thing is heavy, and it's great. It's like utility. You can, you know, when
You can just throw it to the enemy.
yeah. But what's great about it? So I was walking to my car today. It's frozen over, and I'm trying to scrape it like this with the dull knife, and it's kind of working, but not really. It's just making more of a mess on my windshield. So what I figured is screw that part, close that up, and just use the hilt and just scrape it, because then I got more surface area, and this thing is as hard as a rock, and I'm scraping everything off so quickly. Like, who needs an ice
And
scraper when you
damage
got
the window.
this? So that's what I did. And I gotta tell you guys, that's how you do it. Oh, here's
Yeah,
the
that's why.
Asian hornet. That's pretty.
That's why we usually put the film to the windshield and it's fine.
What'd you say?
That's why we usually put the film onto the windshield and it's fine.
Oh yeah, we don't do that. We just
Maybe you
just
should.
yeah. My car is just so beat up, anyways. It's just a matter of when it dies on me. It's gonna happen. We should look up the odds of the car dying on me and see what it's gonna die from.
Yeah.
Odds of I wonder, does someone actually do odds on this? Odds of what are the odds? What are the odds of my car breaking down from this? Oh wow, there's some odds here. Nothing. It's not as good as the other one, but flat or okay. Well, it's not. Okay, it's nothing great. It's nothing great. It's just saying what your car could break down from. But I guess we'll find out the hard way. But yeah, this was a pretty interesting bro show. I did read your request. Start Slav squatting to Russian hardbass or go to Gulag.
Yeah, but I have I'm not quite done yet.
Alright.
I have one more question. So yeah, you quit your sales job, right? So you're just selling pizza, I guess.
Hold up, it broke up there. I didn't hear any of it.
So you quit your sales job, right?
Yeah.
So you're only making pizza again, right?
Yes, I've always been making pizza.
Okay.
Such a great job. You wouldn't believe it, how wonderful it is.
Yeah, it seems like it's a better job, I guess.
I want to work with people who are smart, because they're more enjoyable to work with. Because when you're working with stupid people who are in charge of you, I mean, they just tell you to do stupid things, like that's what ends up happening. And they're not hard workers either. Like the people I work with are lazy bums. That's why they're working that job. And when they're lazy and you're not, you end up doing some of their work and you're working harder than you get paid for. And I know I make more than a lot of them, but like it's not even that much more to be thankful over. I don't know. Like, oh wow, thank you for the extra 50 cents. What will I will do something with it. But I mean, it does add up. But it's like, I don't know, like I appreciate it, but like you couldn't have given me. I've been here for a year, and this is all you're giving me. Like most people who work here quit overnight, and I've stuck around, man. Like my name, you've seen my parents. Like what else do you want from me? I don't know. And the reason for that is because the managers are quitting on me. Like I've been there longer than the managers at this point. So they don't know me well enough to want to give me a raise or something. But they do give a good word. And some really weird stuff has been going on at work. And yeah, we're going to save that for like 20 years in the future. We're going to talk about that stuff. I'm talking weird.
Okay.
Oh my god. Anyways, yeah. So what else is there? Is there anything else? I want to look at Bitcoin real quick. I actually want to see what happened to it. Because I predicted it was going to go down. Bitcoin value today. Bitcoin value works. It actually shot up. Wow.
Okay.
But not shot up good for the day, but I wouldn't say great because it still dropped. But it didn't drop as low. So for people who sold, they lost money. But if you kept it, you kind of broke even if you bought it today. I don't know. It's not even that much of a climb though. It's probably gonna drop again. It looks like it's gonna hit another. It grew really rapidly here, so it looks like it's just gonna collapse again. That's usually what happens with it.
Yeah, some people bought probably.
Yeah. Now's the time to sell though. I wouldn't hold it for another second because it's gonna go down again. Well, like I said, I'm not some if I was an expert on this, I'd be freaking rich. Like I'd be buying some, but it's too expensive to get into. It's really expensive. Or actually, I think you can buy a portion of a Bitcoin. Although I wouldn't. It's no good to me. Like, what do I do with it? Besides sell it.
But
I'm gonna find someone to sell it
did you actually regret to quit the sales job, or are you still?
See, the thing with quitting it, it's like I quit, but they didn't quit me yet. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing's changed. It's like I'm still working there almost. I still get the emails, still get invited to the phone calls.
Wait, you're still there?
I'm not out of the system.
You're just not working there anymore.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not gonna work anymore, and they're like, okay, let us know when you want to work again. I'm like, okay. it's like skipping school kind of, but they don't do anything about it. They still give you a word, but you just say you're not gonna do it. Except
Wait, do you still get money?
If I sell something, yeah. But I'm not going out there trying to sell. I did get one person really interested, and I could probably sell it to him. But I don't know. I really want to be like, hey, I don't know, I sold something. F you guys. I don't know. No, I left on a good note. I think I quit at the right time. It was getting really stressful. I got a lot of bones to memorize. It's scary stuff happening this week and throughout this year. I just have to, once this year's over, I'm free, you know. Stress.
Free of what?
High school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just free of memorizing bones and stuff. I'll learn some maybe more fun stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I like learning philosophy more than I do material learning. Maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. I like learning processes, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm lazy in a way.
But yeah, I'm gonna. I just remembered I'm gonna go to that my throat is a little what? Wait, my throat is a little sore for the flower I was inhalating, but I have a cool story to share. So, what's up with that?
Wait, say that again. I kind of broke up there.
You said yeah, you heard the first sentence, I guess, and the second sentence says, "But I have a cool story to share." So what is about that?
Oh, the cool story?
Yeah.
Bro, 6 in the morning. I'm talking early, okay? I go outside. It's like winter survival mode because I'm freezing to death. I have not wearing gloves, all right? Just imagine sticking your hands in like 0-degree ice. And I'm using this thing to scrape my windshield, okay? That's pretty cool, you know? I'm bringing out my survival knife and friggin' gnawing at the window. Dude, I was thinking maybe I just shouldn't drive today. Maybe I should just stay home and sleep because you're feeling sick, bro. You feel sick. Your ribs are broken. Why do you want to go wrestle at 6 in the morning anyways? I mean, it's a logical question to ask yourself. Like, I can't physically wrestle. Yeah, 6 in the morning.
Why the heck?
School doesn't even start till 12 for me on a good day.
Why is it that
early? Yo, Flynn, thank you for the subscription, my man. Welcome to the broskies. Anyways, yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
Why is it that early?
Because I don't know. They want to see if you're dedicated because they can't do it. Technically, we're not supposed to be wrestling, so it's kind of like under the school, not under the school. The school doesn't even know we're doing it. Like it's like off the record. If we did it after school, thanks, dude. Wait,
You can show up or you don't.
Wait, what?
You can show up or you don't.
Oh yeah, you don't have to show up. You're supposed to show up. I'm supposed to show up.
Okay.
But for like for school, I don't know. Like this it's not wrestling season at the moment, so no one's wrestling, and we want to be wrestling, or at least for our school, because they reserve the area for football, because football makes money and wrestling doesn't. So all the football players are using the gym and stuff. So we can't do it after school, but we can do it before school. But like really before school, like it starts at 7, but I have to wake up at like 6. 6:15 is usually when I try to get up by, to like eat, break my windshield, and start driving. But yeah, like I don't know. I woke up today and I was like, I don't feel too good. Like I felt fine, but like I had a sore throat, and I was really tired, and my ribs are like destroyed, so I can't really move. And I was still going to wrestling practice. And I showed up like 30 minutes late too, because I was like trying to get my windshield to work, get the ice off. I mean, any normal person would have just been like, I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna go heal instead of hurt myself even more, so that the healing.
You should just put a film onto the windshield and you're fine.
A film.
Just yeah. It's a film of plastic.
Does it really work? Well, then the plastic's just gonna freeze to it, no?
Nope.
No.
You put it on?
I think the plastic will freeze, unless the plastic's waterproof.
What?
Or are you talking about like something you can remove from the windshield?
Hmm.
All right, never mind. I think if I put a cover over the car, it would work a lot better. Yeah,
okay,
I see what you're saying.
I have to respond real quick.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
It's basically a special kind of plastic. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think I have a picture of it. I'm gonna look tomorrow, and you put it onto the windscreen and fix it with the wipers, and next morning you put it off again and it's fine, and there's nothing frozen.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I could do that, but then what would I use this knife for? I don't know. I guess it makes sense. I'm just worried. I don't know. Like I don't want to. It sounds like a lot of. I guess there's more work to scrape it off than to put something on the car. But that's a lot of. Are you throwing away the plastic afterwards?
No, you can use it again.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not the plastic I'm thinking of. Maybe I just don't have it.
It's a special kind of plastic. Okay. I don't know how to really describe it.
Yeah, I probably don't have it there. Maybe I do have it. I just don't use it.
It's not expensive. I don't know what it's called in English, but yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of it and wait. I can actually just look it up. I mean, I know what it means in German.
Okay.
It'll be the same.
I'm gonna look like how to like plastic covering for car antifreeze. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just got can plastic radio okay, let's get rid of antifreeze because that's like not what we're looking for. Okay, I see it. I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I could, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have it. It's like a huge piece of plastic, right? And you put it over the whole car.
Yeah. Exactly, and it doesn't freeze then.
Doesn't. I have a tarp. I could put a tarp over the car. I probably should put the tarp over the car. But then, all my neighbors, how could they view my nice looking beat up car? I love the news background. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, I didn't. This is news background. It was made like off the fly. I I didn't know what to do, and I didn't really work on anything cool. So I was like, yeah, this kind of looks cool. We'll just keep it like this. Yeah, this is kind of like the after show part of the show. We already talked about the juicy stuff, and now we're just kind of rambling about stupid stuff about cars and.
But that's what makes the show actually, interesting.
Yeah, it is what makes the show interesting. Just the after the show part. You stick around for the main show, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, okay, great," and then we just start talking.
Now I'm gonna start listening.
Yeah. Nah. Oh yeah, great. Now that the juicy stuff's out of the way, let's get to the really juicy stuff. Yeah. Anyways, I kind of wish my neighborhood was an Autobahn, because I don't, the speed limit signs. I just ignore them. I use them as like signs so that I know where the road ends, so I can kind of move away from it. I don't know. Like when I'm on my skateboard ripstick bike, I'm not looking at those signs. All right, I'm looking at it as the high score. You know what I'm saying? it's the high score.
When you're going that fast, you made it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're breaking the speed limit on a skateboard or a ripstick or something like that, you made it in life. You can check that off your bucket list. And do the cops care if you break the speed limit on a bike? I don't think they do. I don't know. I've never been pulled over for it. Dude, I've been doing 35 in this neighborhood on my bike. It's not a motorized bike. It's a pedal bike. 35. It's a pretty crazy speed. That's the speed limit on the highway next to, or not a highway, but just a road. It's pretty fast.
It's probably going downhill.
Yeah, it is downhill. Very good. Am I pedaling uphill on this? No. Uphill, I'm going maybe like 8, 10, maybe. And we're talking miles per hour, no kilometers here. Yeah. I'm going pretty fast on that bike. And if I had like a racing bike, I'm pretty sure I could go faster. I even have a picture. People are probably going to be doubting me. I need to show the picture. See, I don't just spit out a number. I don't just go down a hill and say, "Oh yeah, I went about, 1,000,000 miles per hour." No. I get some proof, all right? I don't just.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is what happens when you go 25 miles per hour on a ripstick. It's like a 2-wheeled skateboard. You like destroy the wheel.
Did you put them somewhere?
Okay, this is on the ripstick. 25 on the ripstick. Oh yeah, you guys can't see it too well because of the glare. I'll kind of like angle it this way. This is 25 on a ripstick, like a skateboard. It's a skateboard with 2 wheels.
Why don't you just put the pictures to the server?
Oh, why don't I do that?
Yeah.
Because I'd have to upload them from my phone. Oh no, I wouldn't. Where's the one of 35 down the hill? Oh wait, I think it was a video. Oh no, it's later on. My pictures are like in order. Or maybe I deleted it. Oh, yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, I deleted it, I think. Can't remember why. I think it's because I had a... Oh, I thought it was a video, and that's probably why. Oh well, I'll do it again and I'll show you guys. I know it's in the screenshots. I'll probably just download it on my computer.
Okay.
Oh, no, that was 25. That was 25, but that was on a ripstick. Let me look up screenshots. Let's just look up bike. Lambo, I ride my bike every day. My bike, it was a few hundred. Let's actually look up 35. Here, I don't tire 35. Jump to. Okay. Wonder if I have a picture anywhere here. So I know I've posted it here before. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Let me download this because I kind of want this picture. I guess copy. I'll put it in screenshots again. I'll just repost it.
Okay.
Is it in the right spot?
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna show you guys on a. It's not on my phone. I deleted it off my phone, but luckily Discord saved it for me. Let's go to.
Wait, you were on voice call while driving the bike?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe.
Dude, someone didn't believe me. I was actually on a voice call with Lee Bass, and I was riding my skateboard. I was like, dude, I'm hitting record speeds here, and he's like, no, you're not. It's like take a picture, show me evidence or something. So I take like a selfie of me like speeding down a hill on my ripstick, like I'm gonna die or something. And I sent him the picture, and he still wouldn't believe me. He's like, someone else took that for you. I'm like, how? I am moving this fast, and I even showed him the speedometer. You guys see the 35 here? Yeah, this is
Yeah.
pretty good. It's pretty good
Not
speed.
too
It's
bad.
very respectable, but I would like to go faster.
Well, next time I'm gonna get in my car and it's gonna say 80 miles, and I say, yeah, I was on the bike.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what you gotta do. You just gotta hit these record speeds. And like I said, speed limit in this neighborhood. Take care, dude. Speed limit in the neighborhood, it's like 15 miles per hour. It's like slow down. We love our children, but I'm like speed up. Like I love my childhood. That's how I look at it. I don't know if that made any sense. Because no one slows. Kids, they don't slow down. They want to go fast. If you put them in bumper carts or something, they're not the people. They're not the old grannies that are going really slow or something. They're killing other kids. They want to crash as hard as they can. I don't know.
Fast as heck driving.
Yeah. So when I see that 15 and I'm like, can I hit 40? Can I hit 40? Bet you I can. I'll see the cop standing down there. I'm like, bro, pull out your laser and just like, wait, what do you call it? Oh yeah, the cop will like clock your speed or something. That'd be hilarious. But I don't want a speeding ticket for that. I could probably go to jail for that. I'll lose my
Really?
bike license. I don't know. Like, there's no license for a bike. They'll impound my bike. But they can't touch my driver's license because I wasn't driving. I was biking. What are they going to threaten me? Is it illegal? Actually, I want to know now. Is it illegal to speed on a bicycle? People have looked this up before. The table does not include bicycles. Cycling furiously or wanton and furious cycling? What the frick?
What does count as inferiors?
Oh my! What the cycling furiously? That's a really weird term. That just sounds weird. All right, so basically they're saying you can get in trouble for like reckless biking, but they call it cycling furiously or furious cycling. I call it breaking records and hitting new life goals. I don't look at it as breaking the law. I look at it as breaking the record. It was like
Breaking the record of the law.
If they ever took a mug shot of me showing like how fast I was going next to it over the speed limit, I'll be like, yeah, that was me. I'll be smiling at the picture and everything. I'll be like, oh yeah, that was me going 50 in the neighborhood on that bike. I bet you can't do it. I don't know. I feel like that'd be me. Massive respect in the prison when I don't pay my fees off. I'll go there just to talk to everyone about it. Just being in prison, like I don't know. It's probably
just
gonna
be
brag
around.
Yeah, I'll have like ultimate respect. People will be giving me parts of their meals or their shoes or something for me to tell them the story. I don't know. It'll be something stupid like that. I don't know. That'd be a funny video, but of course I don't know how to make videos anymore. We're no longer bros films. It's just bro with a computer and a phone. That's sad. Very sad.
Yeah, talking about videos.
Yeah.
I read some comments regarding video ideas.
Oh yes, I've probably seen them.
Yeah, you probably have. And one of them, of course, it's according to what and to Gunship. And one according to what was you probably remember you did a dogfights versus P47 versus K84, and someone wrote it's not up to date anymore because K84 got updated and it's a whole another story, and that is correct. So whenever you have time, I would suggest to just do a like the P47 versus Corsair video. Just repeat that with different planes.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was not too bad, and it showed off pretty well how the
I
planes compete.
I definitely should make more WOD videos. It's just I kind of grew out of it, you could say.
Yeah.
Not that I don't enjoy I enjoy WOD. I do enjoy that kind of stuff. I want to make videos on it. It's just the recording is like such a painful process, and editing
How
it takes
so?
forever. It's really hard to record because it takes a long time to get like cool moments or something. Or because if I just showed you me flying around for an hour, not an hour, but like if I record, usually what'll happen is for an hour worth of gameplay, I'll get maybe 10 decently good kills that aren't boring or something.
Yeah, but I mean, if we get a good dogfight like we did last time, I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be interesting.
To see the whole dogfight.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
that's
See, I
why-
can definitely do that. But the thing with those videos is I feel like, to me, they're boring at least. And I don't want to post something that I feel like is boring. Because then I feel like you guys would think it's boring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
But I could definitely post it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to post, I guess. Because there's going to be someone
Yeah.
out there who wants to see it anyways. Whether I want to see it or not, or I like it, or I think it's fun or not. Someone out there is going to think it's good. And they'll think.
Yeah, and I think it was good as you did last time with, like a
Just the
more or
full
less of a
dogfight.
complication, at the beginning, and then for
Yeah.
those people who are actually interested, the entire dogfight at the beginning, at the end, I mean, and I think we can do it that way again.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll look into it. Probably after maybe next week is when the stress is gonna die down.
Mhm.
This Thursday I have like a huge test, so I'm kind of
yeah, your bone test.
yeah. I don't even know most of the bones. So we'll see how that goes. Yo, but I actually got a really good grade on the slides test, like for the microscopic stuff.
Mhm.
Where you look under the microscope and like, oh yeah, that's some transitional epithelium, or that's some hyaline cartilage, or oh yeah, that's a definitely a compact bone. I know a compact bone from a spongy bone. Oh yeah, that's skin or some pigment or stratified squamous, dermis. I don't know whatever you want to call it. You just look at it and like, hey, I used to drink beers with this guy. That's why I know it. I try making the study process a little bit more fun by making jokes in there, but it really doesn't help. No, that's a lie. It really does help. Dude, I'm looking at my bones and stuff, and some of them got some pretty funny names. So I'm like going ham with it. Like I'm just thinking of the funny name for it, and that's how I remember it. Like, I don't want to get demonetized, so we're just not gonna go there. But yeah, I'm talking like.
Well, if you're actually making that much money.
No, I'm actually not making any money from this. So whatever.
Well, who cares then?
Yeah, who cares? I just don't feel comfortable saying it. That's why I say it in my head. I'm not going to my friends and like that looks like a Magnum, and just whatever. You just kind of just I don't know. Forget it.
Okay, it actually confusing me quite a bit.
Yeah. One of them is like I forgot the name of it. The Magnum something. What was it? Oh yeah, Magnum Foramen. Magnum Foramen. I mean, you could really put some pretty funny names off of that. Magnum Foramen. And it's like a giant. It's like where the spine enters the skull. It's called the Magnum Foramen. Not that you need to know it. It's just I need to know it. And you can.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can remember it,
Yeah.
doesn't really matter how you do it.
I'm actually really surprised I remembered it. Why do I know this?
How did I notice?
Yeah, I like looked at it once, and it was like the bone. It's not even a bone. That's how. It's just a hole in your skull. I could probably do this. We got the frontal bone. We got the frontal bone's like where your forehead is, and then you got the coronal suture right through there. Then you got two parietal bones back here, and then you got the sequamous suture going up your skull like this. And then back of the head, we got your occipital bone, where your occipital part of the brain is. That's how I remember that one, because the your eyes use that part back of the brain there. You
Huh.
got that lambdoidal suture. I mean, I don't really need to know how to spell, but you got a lambdoidal suture back here. Then you got your. I'm actually studying right now by doing this. You got your temporal bone right where your how do I temporals are. I don't know. That sounds like a weird. If you say a word and like you really like try to understand that word, it sounds really weird.
Yeah.
Temp
Also, if you
temporal. Maybe I'm just saying.
if you remember, or if you wanna, I remember doing that. If you wanna, like, if you don't wanna, forget about something, you just keep it in your mind.
Yeah.
Saying this word over and over again, and after some time, the words, completely starts losing its sense and just starts
Yeah.
sounding like complete shit.
Maybe I was thinking I'm saying it wrong. What are
Well, no,
what
I think it's
are
temple. Temporal.
temples? Yes, right.
The
Temples.
temples.
Thank you for reminding me English. This is ridiculous. You know English more than I know. Freaking. Um, but yeah, you got your temporal, and then you got your zygomatic arch, like somewhere in here, attached to the zygomatic bone, which is like below it. No, not below it. Yeah, somewhere there. It's somewhere next to your you can look at the skull without the skin and know it's there because you'll know it's next to that arch. And then you got your maxilla, right, like where your mustache is. It's like that part. Got so many weird stuff that I don't even know why I know or why I want to know. You got the mandible, where your jaw is. You got your vomer right through here. You got your inferior concave. At the bottom, and then you got your middle concave, and then you got your nasal bone. Then some other stuff. You got a sphenoid bone, an ethmoid bone. Sphenoid bone is like somewhere up. It's like inside. You can see it. Ethmoid looks like the arrowhead, and there's some terms I need to know there. Yeah, it's definitely
So
not.
if you're covering bones now, are you gonna cover
Muscles.
the body itself later on?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going in stages. There's 5 things we'll need to know, but I don't know what they are yet. So we'll figure it out as we go. But yeah, I think. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about, or?
I think we covered pretty much everything. So we're
think
gonna
so, too.
record we're gonna. So channel is gonna be revived the next days. Guys. Next week is gonna be.
Next week we're gonna revive the channel. Get your defibrillators out because we're about to shock some life back into our sub count.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next week there's gonna be a new WOD video release, so get ready for that.
Yeah, there's some high hopes there, but we'll see.
I'm confident.
You're confident. Okay, I'm confident then too. But yeah, until then, my broskies, stay broskioski.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Someone please quote that.
All right, take care.